Hey, have you heard about Hammamet in Tunisia? I'm thinking of planning a vacation there, but I'm a bit concerned about safety. What do you think? Yeah, I've heard great things about Hammamet. It's a beautiful coastal town with a rich history, but I understand your concerns. Safety is important when traveling. Let's look into it together. Thanks, I appreciate that. I've heard mixed opinions about Tunisia's safety in general, especially after the Arab Spring. Do you think those concerns still apply to Hammamet specifically? Well, it's true that Tunisia went through some political changes during the Arab Spring, but things have stabilized quite a bit since then. Hammamet is considered one of the safer tourist destinations in Tunisia. The government has taken steps to improve security, especially in popular tourist areas. That's good to know. I've also read about occasional protests and demonstrations in Tunisia. Do you think tourists might get caught up in that sort of thing? Protests can happen anywhere, but in my research, I didn't come across many reports of tourists being directly affected by them in Hammamet. The protests are usually in larger cities like Tunis. It's always a good idea to stay informed about the current situation before you go, though, and maybe avoid any areas where protests are happening. Right, staying updated on the situation is essential. What about crime rates? Are there any safety concerns related to that? Like in any tourist destination, petty crimes like pickpocketing can be a concern, especially in crowded areas. However, violent crime is relatively low in Hammamet compared to some other places. It's still wise to take the usual precautions, keep an eye on your belongings, avoid displaying valuable items, and be cautious at night. Thanks for the tips. I'll definitely keep those in mind. And what about health and medical facilities in case of emergencies? Hammamet has decent medical facilities, but if you have any specific health concerns, it's a good idea to check with your travel insurance provider to make sure you're covered. You can also find reputable clinics and hospitals in nearby Tunis if needed. Great, that eases some of my concerns. Overall, it sounds like Hammamet can be a safe destination for tourists, as long as I stay informed and take basic safety precautions. Absolutely. It's a stunning place with a lot to offer, and with some careful planning, you can have a safe and enjoyable trip. Just make sure to stay updated on the latest travel advisories and follow any local guidelines or recommendations. Thanks for the advice, I really appreciate it. I'm feeling more confident about planning my trip to Hammamet now.